All right, here is the video for the pin slider block that you see right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull up the same document just in this way, so that way I can zoom in on it. Actually, you know what? I'll download it so that way I open it this way. Now I can actually zoom in on it. Okay, and so I'll push that off to the side. And here's my on shape. So I just did the whole block. Let's actually rename that. So that's the whole block. Rename this whole block. All right, so now I'm gonna inside. So this is my whole examples file. I'm gonna put in create part studio, and this is gonna be my pin slider block. Oops, what happened there? Pin slider block. All right, so I'm going to create the front face first. Actually, no, I'm going to create the bottom and then kind of build it up from the bottom. All right, so the bottom is 1.75 long and 0.734 wide. So sketch here. It's a rectangle. So it's 1.75, enter 0.734, enter. Okay. Go to ISO view, and the height of that part, it looks to be 0.375. Let me just verify that. See if I can see it on any other. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of verifying. All right. Looks, yeah, look, it's a height of 0.375, so let's extrude it up. 0.375. All right, and then the rest of it, it is, so the gap between the side here is 1.41. So what I'll do is, again, another sketch on the top here. Zoom in a little bit, another rectangle. This time I'm gonna make the rectangle go from a random point on that edge to a random point on this edge, and just put the dimension between this edge and this edge as 0.141, and do the same thing over here. From here to here is 0.141. Okay, go back to ISO view, extrude that up. And here, let Onshape do a little bit of math for you. The total height is 0.813, but don't forget the base I already did was 0.375, so I have to subtract that, so it's minus 0.375. So if I do that, see how Onshape kind of does the math for you. All right, so there's the basic shape. Now we got to do some chamfers. So chamfers is where they kind of cut off the ends here. And so if I click over here and take a look, the chamfers are 0.125 and 0.125 TYP, meaning typical. So all of them are, all the chamfers are that. So if I click on the chamfer command and say they're all equal distance, 0.125, and now I chamfer all the corners. So this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, and rotate it around, this corner, this corner. Those are all the corners that look to be chamfered. Yep. And hit the green check mark, go back to ISO view, and there we have it so far. Okay, now there's a fillet too. This kind of edge here is filleted at a radius of 0.25 on both sides. So it's typical, as it says, typical. So go to the fillet command, 0.25. this edge and this edge. All right. Go back to, oops, here's my correct ISO view. All right, so now we've made the part. Now we have to make the hole. All right, and it is a counter bore hole, but you gotta be careful. If you look at this multi-view drawing, notice how the counter bore, that's the front view. You go up, that's the top. You go down, that's the bottom view. The hole is drilled from the bottom of the object. So when we do this, we have to rotate around to the bottom, put a point. So sketch, click on the bottom, put in a point. I'll kind of place it towards the middle. Then I'll actually dimension it so that it actually is in the middle. All right, so from here to here, dimension should be, well, what's half of 0.735? Let's let Onshape do the math. 4, and then say divided by 2. And then from here to here, they actually give us that one. You see right here, it's 0.875. So 0.875. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I just realized they gave us the dimension to the center, 0.367. Onshape gave it to us too, using the math. All right. So now the hole command, scroll down, hole here. It is a counter bore. Yep, counter bore through hole. All right, so the diameter overall is 0.165 for the shaft. It's a through hole, and then it's 0.177 at a depth of 0.633. Okay. All right. Go back to ISO view. And I think we've got all the features. Yep. So now if you want to, you can change the color. So edit appearance. I can't remember which I had, dark, bright blue and which from the bright red. I'll do the next one, bright red. Okay. And now let's make the drawing sheet. Okay. Rename it. Pin slider drawing. Okay, so pin slider. Let's drag that one out. Let's try that again. Not sure why it had an issue. Insert pin slider. Okay. That looks a bit large. So let's do a 1-to-1. Okay, that looks better. So the front view, slide up to do the top view. Click on the front view and slide down to do the bottom view. Click over to do the right side view. And then click over and up to do the ISO view. Oops. That was not right. Undo that. Delete it. Let's place this again. Projected view here and here. And then I'm just going to escape and just slide it over. Okay, let's show shaded view there. And then just right click and hit, let's see, show hidden lines. Show hidden lines. Show hidden lines. And show hidden lines. All right, let's see. So looks pretty close. So let's start putting some dimensions in. If we dimension the whole thing from here to here, 0.734, good. Let's put in a center mark. See all my options. Put in the center mark here. Probably want to put a center mark here. Let's go back to some dimensioning from the center down to here. Bring it over like this. From this edge to the center. Oops, undo that. Let's try this again. Here to here. Okay, 0.875. From here to here, 0.141. Here to here, also 0.141. All right, that one's dimensioned. Now edge to edge. We can put in a center line from here to here, and from here to here, they share the same center. So we've got that center mark, 175, and the height, oops, from here to, and you got to be careful where you grab this. I know it looks a little different here, but this is the way it should be done. Here to here. All right, now let's do the chamfer. So from here to that point, so you got to be kind of careful how you do that. And then when you want to put in the TYP, the typical, so you double click on the dimension, and then after the end, you type in TYP. Okay. If you want to put in a space, you can just put in a space before the TYP. Okay. And then from here to here, going down, and then again, type in space TYP. And then do the whole call out. Okay, and then the last thing is to do the fillet. So I still have the dimension command, click on the radius right there, 0.25. And then that also is typical. So space TYP. All right, so there we have it. This, remember, is the pin slider block. Go ahead and print that. Print, take a screenshot, send it in to your teacher for review. If you have any questions, let us know.